Your quiz today is on the exponential functions and also the compound interest functions. So we're going to go through a couple questions, and these are just going to look like the ones on your quiz. So make sure that you're paying close attention to these here. You can see at the top it says use the equation A equals P times 1 plus R divided by N, parentheses, to the nt power to answer the following questions. So you can see that I do provide you with the formula in the review, and I will be providing you with the formula on the test. You just need to know how to use the formula. When we learned this concept, we would say, okay, well, we have all these letters. Let's go ahead and write those letters to the side. A, P, R, N, and T. And then in the problem, we'll take out the information, fill in the letters that we know, and then use that to answer our question. So, you borrowed $1,500 from someone, okay? So we're going to put $1,500 as our principal. That's the amount that we started with. For 3 years, so 3 is going to be our time. At 7%, 7% is going to be our rate. And remember, we have to take all our rates and turn it into a decimal, so we move it 2 places to the left. So our rate's 0.07, and then it's compounded annually. Annually means once a year, so our n value here will be 1. So we're going to try to find what A equals. So we're going to use our formula right here. A equals P parentheses 1 plus, and remember I told you to kind of put this in its own little parenthesis here if we're plugging it all into the calculator. So this is our formula, and I'm going to plug in the letters. P is 1,500 times 1 plus, in parentheses, our rate of 0.07 divided by our n value of 1 to the exponent of 1 times 3. And then we can take all this and plug this into our calculator. Make sure you plug in that extra set of parentheses, otherwise you will get the incorrect answer. And make sure you're showing your work so that if I can see that you set it up correctly but you just plugged it into your calculator incorrectly, I can give you partial credit. And so we get A equals. Now remember, we're talking about money, so we always want 2 decimal places here. $, 1837.56. I went a little slow through the first one just to kind of remind ourselves how to find the compound interest. I'm going to go a little bit quicker through the next 2 just so that you have plenty of time to work on your quiz. So we start with writing our letters. We're going to fill in what each letter is. So we have $130 as our principal. 2 years is our time. This time 9.4%. Move it 2 decimal places to the left, becomes 0.094. N is monthly. Monthly, there's 12 months in a year, so our n value is going to be 12. So we plug it into our formula. 130 times 1 plus 0.094 over 12 to the 12 times 2 power. So we take all this and plug it into our calculator. We get $156.77. And then our last one, same thing. Start by writing your letters. Now we're going to take the information and plug in for the letters. Balance is 1030. 8 years. 4%, so 4%, 2 decimal places to the left is 0.04. And compounded semi-annually. Semi-annually is 2, Okay, you just need to make sure that you know the differences between these ones here. So you may want to go back to your notes and take a look at those before you get started on your quiz. What semi-annually, annually, monthly, quarterly, how much all those numbers mean for your end value. So we set up our formula. And now we're going to take this information and plug it into our formula in the calculator. And we get that A is equal to 1413 point, and here that 969, that third 9 here, that third point of 9 is going to round that 6 up to a 7, so it'll be 97 cents.